What are some very obvious signs someone is into you? Once this girl baked me brownies and cookies for Valentine's Day 2 years in a row and still rejected me when I tried to ask her out. This female friend of mine used to come over to work during the day. Eventually she asked me if she could stay at my place overnight because she needed to be in the city the next day. I set up the couch for her, one didn't offer my bed lol, and we both got into our individual sleeping spots. About 10 minutes later she comes to my room and asks if she can sleep in my bed with me because the couch is scratchy. I didn't make a move. These sleepovers continued for another month or so until finally did, and she was, obviously, very into it and didn't know why I didn't make a move sooner. I'm an idiot. They go out of their own way to be around you. If you see that person hiding in a tree outside your window, laughing at everything I say, it's how I recognized my GF liked me. I could say virtually anything and I could see her laughing. My wife still does this after 6 years. But now sometimes I don't know if she's laughing because she thinks I'm an idiot, which may be true. When she hugs you from behind and kisses your neck, it's quite the good sign. What if my homies do that too? Homie love is natural. When you glance at someone and your eyes meet for precisely 2.55 seconds, the other person wants to have sex with you. It works. Believe. But get the timing right, because 2.56 seconds means they want to kill you. Mark, if this is you from accounting, for the last time, just because I grazed your hand reaching for a donut does not mean I'm into you. Pointing out / looking for things you have in common, trying to spend more together, trying to have some private time, just the two of you, asking personal questions, joke about their love / feelings, to see your reaction, maybe a few sexual jokes, again, to see your reaction, compliments, being shy / nervous / awkward around you. For girls, they look a lot, they comment on the things you have said / done with jokes and get excited when you speak to them. Oh, and obvious one, seeking small physical contacts every now and then. I think small physical contacts is a huge one, to be honest. I have a couple of co-workers that do small physical contacts with me, and I'm a 100% sure they're not into me. Never be too sure. I thought a girl liked me thrice, but all the times they were just being friendly and they were doing almost everything mentioned here. I know this is discouraging, but it might save you that embarrassment. I've never seen these, so I'm excited to learn. I always see these posts hoping to hear some clues might have missed. No, they just never happened to me. What you gonna do? Maintaining eye contact for slightly longer than necessary. Welcome to Germany, where everyone is in love with you. Body contact 100%. I've heard you can tell by where they put their feet. Like if they put their feet behind their ears, they really like you. When they put efforts to be with you, notice your very minimal details, listen and try to understand you. That's what friends do. What they should do, rather. I hate it when I'm just being nice and a girl takes it as an advance or interest. Meanwhile, I'm just trying to be a friend. I'd say them going out of their way to help you or be kind to you. With my first love, I noticed he wasn't eating lunch at school and I figured it was due to money maybe, so I started paying his account instead of mine, bringing him baked goods, and letting him borrow my headphones even when I planned to use them. 1. They quickly adjust their hair when you're in the vicinity. 2. They can't really maintain eye contact when you're conversing with them. 3. Their voice gets a little higher pitched. Source: I'm a girl. I always wondered why the girls I'm interested in always start sounding like Batman when I'm around them. Looking back on my time in college, I got some pretty clear signs that I completely missed. If a girl invites you back to her dorm because she forgot something and then can't remember what she was going back to get and then sits on her bed and just kind of looks at you, that's a pretty clear sign. I think about that occasionally. I can't believe I missed that one. I thought coming to the comments would help me. It's just made me more confused on the subject. I don't think I'll ever understand it. Smiling at you even when there is no reason to smile. A lingering look that stays longer than it's supposed to. You'll notice the way they look at you 8 years later when attempting to sleep. Easy as pie. You're having sex with them. But you can't be too sure, so best to just play it safe for now and keep your wits about you. I like things to be very clear and obvious, so I insist on waiting for them to issue me a Section 3.02 notice intention to pursue romantically, which will set out their detailed 5-year plan for us and describe the boundaries of their proposed pursuit, including likes/dislikes and information on any allergies. Still waiting, but one day I'm sure my luck will turn. Haha, been reading the comments and not a single person I've known has done any of these for me. Asking a lot of questions. Like, who's Amanda? Honestly, I got rejected by a girl who seemed to send very obvious signs, so I don't know anything anymore. A girl flirted with me in French, stole my bag under the table as a joke, wanted to arm wrestle and sat in the pub with me for 7 hours. She could have been Canadian, so I never knew if she liked me or not. Second date is today. I tell my wife about a weird interaction I had with a waitress, lady at the store, etc. Then she tells me that woman was hitting on me. Apparently I'm oblivious. One day I was at a store with my wife and a female employee was helping us find something. I cracked a joke and she started laughing, and then my wife started laughing harder. I was like, I'm effing hilarious. Then I made a reference to the joke later, thinking my wife would laugh. She told me the joke wasn't funny, but the other girl was flirting, so she had to outflirt her to shut her down. I had no idea there was a whole ass war for my affection going on in front of my face. Unusually lengthy eye contact or looking away suddenly when you turn to face them, making excuses to be around you more, increased physical contact such as shoulder touching, smacks on the back, head pats. When I was in high school, there was a girl that was obsessed with hugging me first thing every morning. She had a massive crush on me. Sometimes, even picking on you can be a sign of romantic interest. That one is a bit tricky though. If it doesn't come with at least a couple of the other signs I listed, then that person is probably just a bully, lol. I hope this helps you. When they take notice of your looks and mannerisms way more than anyone else normally would. The girlfriend had to use one of them. I was very much a dum-dum, and did not pick them up, until she took my hand, placed it on her butt, and looked at me, until a light went on in my head and I was all, I think she maybe likes me a little. Even now, she dropped all those hint games, and when I am needed to satisfy urges, she grabs my hand, and goes, bedroom, now, or you will get jumped. Here. I like it when there are clear and direct messages. All that high school crap about hints and maybes and so forth is very confusing, and I thank all the gods involved for sending me someone that a woman that is able to straight up say what she wants is still interested in me. In return, the best sign someone is into you is when they stop all the games, and just go, I like you a lot. I kind of hope the feeling is mutual. Why do I keep looking at these threads? They make me sad every time. Gives everyone in your flat a small painting, then she delivers you a giant painting to you at 5 a.m. and sits on your bed thinking something is going to happen. Smile/grin immediately, no matter what kind of mood are they in, once you walk closer into the group chat or whatever space you and them are in. Hugs, like the kind they'll turn their face and rests their side of face on chest, their hands on your back pressing down to pull you closer. Would rather focus on you and pay attention to you more than normal. Want to hang out with you more than going to their group of friends, if their group beckons them over, would walk up to you and starts chatting casually whenever for no reason than just wanna chat with you. Laugh/giggle at your poor made jokes, whether if genuine or on purpose while joking around. If there's times where you and them are alone, they'll do that particular eyes at you. Does threatening to kidnap you if you don't go out with them count? 'Cause if so, then that might be one. That's the impression I got from them. So, everyone has different ways of showing love. Sounds like a good person to me. Falling asleep on call with you, that's some cute ass. I'm an engineer, how the hell would I known? Same, we engineers were not engineered for love. Because that would fall under the purview of the conundrums of philosophy. When they send their current fave song. They care. Like genuinely check in on you frequently. It's almost like experiencing a love language. They will ensure that your self-care game is kept up, offering to grab food, take care of errands with you, etc. It's the little things that really back genuine signs of attraction. Anything else, in my humble opinion, is motions for a seasonal experience. Quality is desired, quantity is temporary. GL. On your relationship endeavors. Staying up late to talk to them. Longer eye contact. Energy levels rise around them. She starts consciously or unconsciously preening herself, like playing with her hair or fixing her clothes. Voice gets higher pitched, dreamy, or F me eyes lol. This is from my perspective as a female. The F if I know. God, I'm so lonely. She takes off her clothes and pulls out a box of condoms. True story, that was still too subtle for me. It finally dawned on me years later. What did you think she wanted instead of you? Copy/paste from an earlier telling of events. Oh, girl changes her clothes in front of me. It's cool that she's that comfortable. I'd better not look at her and make it weird. I'm also not going to mention the box of condoms she pulled out of her dresser drawer while changing her underwear. That would be awkward. I am officially the dumbest person alive. I mean, like, if they get stuck into the washing machines and stuff when you're around. When they do stuff for you without you having to ask. When the group is laughing, people look to make eye contact with whoever they are most interested in. Also, people will generally face their shoulders to who they're most interested in. While they are subtle Ks, they become obvious when looking for them. There's one sign that I consider a lock, betting terms for done deal, and it's when a person tells a joke and immediately looks at you for validation. They care about what you think about them. It's not always a joke. It could be they laugh at everything you say, or they ask you specifically for a picture/help with something. Point is, they seek you out, with their eyes or their responses. Lastly, if your contact gets closer and more intense, that's an obvious sign. X, you meet them and say hello, later they put their hand on you after a funny joke. Finally they see you sitting on the couch and wrap their arms around you as they pass by as a hello. I know that's really specific, but that's the point. It's all in the details and evaluating whether someone is responding positively or negatively to you, and whether they choose to increase or decrease the intensity of contact. Before we got together, my partner would hug me sometimes for hours at a time, sometimes with their face buried between my neck and my shoulder. I thought they were just really cuddly and / or in need of comfort. Sorry op, she's just not that into you. Example of it happened to my friend in last days. He met with his ex-schoolmate for catch-up. They ended up having drinks, talks, and dance all night, till 5 a.m. He wasn't catching up on the flirts, but she still wrote him last night, I really liked your perfume/deo. What was it? When are we hanging again? Needless to say, he's been over the moon when we told him this is not something a disinterested person would write. Nobody on Reddit knows the answer to this.